Imagine waking up in the palace worth over $2 billion, sipping gold-flaked coffee while your private zoo of lions and tigers roams just outside your window. Now picture spending $3 million on strawberries in a single summer. For Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, this isn't fantasy, it's breakfast. While the Saudi crown prince commands oil fields, this sheikh commands a global empire built on ambition, gold, and secrets hidden behind palace gates. But the real shock, what he's planning next for Dubai could change the world's balance of power forever. Stay until the end, you won't believe what's buried in his trillion-dollar plan. He's not just a ruler, he's the architect of Dubai's glittering rise from desert sands to a playground for billionaires and the world's elite. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum wears many crowns, Prime Minister of the UAE, mastermind behind Emirates Airlines, and the force turning a patch of desert into a symbol of limitless luxury. But behind the gold walls of Zabil Palace, this man's true empire stretches far beyond the skyline. From private racetracks and $500 million super yachts to secret partnerships with Hollywood stars. His reach crosses oceans and continents. And while the Saudi crown prince uses oil to transform a kingdom, Sheikh Mohammed uses ambition and mind-bending spending to rewrite what power looks like in the 21st century. In this deep dive, we'll break open the golden gates and reveal the shocking truths his advisors don't want the world to see. Stick around, because the twist waiting at the end could flip your idea of wealth upside down. Deep in Dubai's glittering heart sits Zabil Palace, a $2 billion fortress of wealth that makes Buckingham Palace look modest, spanning 15 hectares. It's more than a residence. It's an entire world ruled by Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Step through the gates and you'll find corridors dripping in 22-karat gold, chandeliers the size of small cars, and over 150 rooms, each more extravagant than the last. Inside, the Sheikh's first wife and 12 children live surrounded by symbols of absolute privilege, purebred Arabian horses in private stables, a personal racetrack winding through manicured lawns, and even a private zoo where lions and tigers roam just steps away from gold-plated terraces. Even the underground garages read like an automotive museum, rows of vintage Rolls-Royces and rainbow-colored Mercedes, each a custom-built statement of status. But this palace is more than just show. It's the beating heart of a dynasty that merges old desert royalty with a futuristic vision of Dubai as the ultimate billionaire's playground. And if you think marble floors and golden fountains are lavish, just wait, breakfast here costs more than most people's yearly salary. Ready to taste how a trillionaire starts his day. When the sun rises over Zabil Palace, the day doesn't start with a simple cup of coffee. For Sheikh Mohammed, breakfast is a royal ritual that costs more than most people's annual rent. Seasonal fruits are flown in from around the globe. Strawberries alone once cost his family over $2 million in a single summer. Pastries come dusted in edible gold, drizzled with rare honey collected from remote mountains. Even the milk for his morning coffee comes from grain-fed cows bred specifically for his private herd. Every bite is served on gold-plated china, with custom utensils that look more like museum pieces than cutlery. But the decadence doesn't stop at the breakfast table. After the last sip of gold-flaked coffee, the sheikh often strolls through his private gardens, a lush, perfectly manicured paradise blooming with exotic plants and marble pathways lined with golden fountains. And just steps away, his private zoo comes to life. Lions bask in the morning sun. Tigers prowl behind silk-draped enclosures. And rare birds fill the palace grounds with sound. Some say he even hand-feeds his big cats, part ritual, part statement of dominance over nature itself. Inside Zabil, morning isn't just a meal. It's a performance of power and proof that for this sheikh, excess is just the beginning. If Zabil Palace shows how Sheikh Mohammed lives, Dubai's skyline shows what he builds. Few people on earth can say they transformed a stretch of desert into a global playground for billionaires, but he did exactly that. His brainchild, Emirates Airlines, now flies over 270 aircraft to more than 150 cities, stitching Dubai into every major economic hub on the planet. And it doesn't stop at planes. Under his rule, Dubai sprouted icons like the Burj Al Arab, the sail-shaped hotel that screams luxury at every wave of the Gulf. His Dubai D33 economic strategy aims to double the city's GDP within a decade, placing it among the world's top 3 economic giants by 2033. While the Saudi crown prince uses oil money to rebrand a nation, Sheikh Mohammed engineered Dubai's rise through bold tourism, trade, and luxury real estate. His investments turned empty dunes into a skyline of architectural wonders that outshine cities twice Dubai's age. He's not shy about playing the global stage, either. His recent collaboration with actor Idris Elba to promote the UAE as the ultimate investment hub shows how far he's willing to push Dubai's brand, not just for tourists, but for billionaires and power brokers worldwide. Each tower piercing Dubai's sky, each deal struck behind closed doors, adds another layer to his empire. And yet, this is only one side of his power. Because for the Sheikh, legacy isn't just built on concrete, it's bred in flesh and blood, racing down private tracks that cost millions to maintain. Beyond the gold and glass towers, Sheikh Mohammed's true passion gallops on 4 legs. For him, horse racing isn't just a royal hobby, it's a dynasty in motion. Through Godolphin, the world's largest thoroughbred breeding and racing empire, he has built a network stretching from Dubai's desert sands to the lush pastures of the UK, Australia, Japan, and the United States. These stables aren't just barns, they're palaces for champions. Some horses sleep on custom bedding more expensive than many people's cars. Their diets are crafted by elite nutritionists, and they get regular spa treatments. Yes, spa treatments for horses. It's all part of Sheikh Mohammed's vision, preserving the Arabian equestrian legacy while staking his claim on the global racing scene. It's not just about money. Horses are his bridge to the old world, a tie back to Bedouin roots and royal bloodlines that stretch back centuries. His deep equestrian bond with Queen Elizabeth II became legendary among royal watchers, proving that for all his futuristic skyscrapers and mega yachts, this sheikh knows the value of heritage. Winning trophies at the world's most prestigious races isn't the end goal, it's the statement. Every thoroughbred that crosses the finish line first is a reminder his power runs deeper than oil or gold. It runs through bloodlines, tradition, and a vision that outpaces rivals who think oil is the only way to buy influence. But not every statement of power lives on the racetrack. Some glide across oceans, a floating palace that dwarfs even his royal stables. When the desert sun grows too hot, Sheikh Mohammed trades his racetrack for something even more surreal, his $500 million super yacht, simply named Dubai, stretching longer than 3 football fields. This 8-deck palace at sea looks more like a floating city than a private vessel. On board, 50 luxury guest rooms wait to host royalty, celebrities, or billionaires looking to strike the next billion-dollar deal. Us under starlit skies. A fiber optic swimming pool glows at night, while a squash court, nightclub, 2 hot tubs, and even a mini submarine promise entertainment few can ever imagine. Precious stones, onyx, lapis lazuli, malachite line the grand suites like the inside of a pharaoh's tomb. Security here is no afterthought, after a recent cyber attack exposed hidden vulnerabilities. Sheikh Mohammed didn't hesitate within 30 minutes. He ordered a complete digital overhaul of his yacht's entire system. His perfectionism doesn't stop at the waterline. His personal 2-story suite has its own helipad, ready for a quick exit to anywhere on Earth. For him, the Dubai isn't just a yacht, it's a statement of limitless mobility, a throne that floats between continents. And as he sails, deals get signed, power shifts, and secrets remain sealed far from prying eyes. But when the engines quiet down and the yacht docks, his empire of land and air takes center stage once again. Back on dry land, Sheikh Mohammed's appetite for grandeur spreads far beyond Dubai's borders. In the UK alone, he owns the 63,000-acre Inver estate, an expanse bigger than some small countries. There's Rutland House in London's exclusive Knightsbridge, a 6-story mansion with a private cinema, underground aquarium, and its own indoor pool. Add to that the historic Eden Square mansion in the vast Cross estate, once held by British nobility. These aren't just homes, they're chess pieces in a game of global influence. Each estate is a fortress of privacy, power, and symbolism, proof that Dubai's ruler collects prime slices of Europe like others collect art. Even his horses live like royalty abroad. Dalham Hall stud and Moulton paddocks in England pamper prized thoroughbreds with tailored nutrition plans and private spas. Every acre, every mansion whispers the same truth for Sheikh Mohammed. Borders mean nothing. The world is his estate, stitched together with oil money, ambition, and a taste for legacy that crosses continents. And when the engines roar again, his sky fleet reminds the world that the Sheikh's reach is truly limitless. If his palaces and estates are the pillars of old world power, Sheikh Mohammed's fleet of cars and jets scream modern excess. In his underground garages sit 7 rainbow-colored Mercedes S-Class sedans, each customized with hand-stitched leather and cutting-edge tech. Rolls-Royce Phantoms with gold trim push past $600,000 apiece, understated opulence at its finest. But his passion for speed doesn't stop at the road. In the skies, he commands a private Boeing 747-400, a $400 million flying palace with goldfish-patterned bathrooms and hotel-grade suites. It's matched by a $250 million Boeing 787 Dreamliner and a fleet of helicopters all tailored to whisk him between palaces, islands, racetracks, and business summits at a moment's notice. These aren't just toys, they're tools of global reach, like a modern Genghis Khan. The Sheikh connects economic empires by air, tying Dubai's name to luxury, efficiency, and untouchable speed. But beyond the engines and gold-plated cabins, one question lingers: is this just excess or a blueprint for rewriting what royalty looks like in the 21st century? When the lights dim in Zabeel Palace and the engines of his private jets go silent, what remains isn't just gold, palaces, or fleets of supercars. It's a blueprint for power that defies borders, a modern empire built not on oil alone, but on image, ambition, and an obsession with legacy. While Saudi Arabia's crown prince gambles on oil transitions and gigaprojects, Sheikh Mohammed's Dubai has already remade itself as a playground for billionaires, a global trade hub, and a symbol of how far a ruler's personal wealth can reshape an entire city. Some call it visionary, others see dangerous excess. But behind the crystal chandeliers and gold-plated coffee cups lies a simple truth. His story forces the world to ask if royalty in the 21st century is just an old crown or a trillion-dollar brand that keeps rewriting itself. So, what do you think? Is Sheikh Mohammed building a future for Dubai or just indulging an empire of unimaginable wealth? Drop your thoughts below. Who should we uncover next?